Hello! My name is Gabe Martinez, and what I decided to do for my 20-time project is collect all of the instruments I could find and create an album. So first up, let me tell you all a little bit about myself. As you probably could guess from this picture, I'm a bit on the weird side. Some like to call me crazy, and some might even go all the way of calling me funny, although I'm not so sure about that. But the one thing that's most important to note about me is that there's nothing special besides that. So that leads to this. Why music? And this was confusing for me because I came in here not really caring. I was like, okay, my mom does music, so this seems like the most obvious choice. And one of my friends asked me to be in a band with them. So I told myself that this is what I was going to do, this is what I had to be. So I began, and I started collecting all of the instruments I could find. Here I have a couple of instruments. This is my room, electric drum set, dulcimer, some guitars, and I just started. I grabbed the guitar and I went for it. And I had a bit of background on the guitar, not too much, but besides that, I was clueless on all of these things. But one of my favorite instruments that I wanted to play was the grand piano. Now this piano had been laying around my house for as long as I can remember. It just sat there having no purpose, having no reason to be around. So I wanted to change that. I wanted to put this piano to use and finally give it purpose. Now, in the end, I did not achieve my goal. I did not learn all of these instruments. I learned about the guitar, the mandolin, but I didn't create an album. I didn't learn all of the instruments, and I was horrible at the drums, oh my God. And my parents hated it when I played the drums too, I gotta tell you. So I didn't achieve my goals, but let's look at the positives of these things. So I thought the most positive thing to add for this next slide was a porpoise. I did learn 4 instruments. I learned how to play the guitar, I did learn how to play the mandolin, I learned the ukulele, and I learned the piano, and I had so much fun doing it. And of course, it gave my life purpose. But let's go back for a little bit. I had fun. And that's something that I like to do, have fun. Who doesn't like to have fun, am I right? Very boring, bland people. So I took a moment, said, okay, I like playing the guitar, I like doing these things. But there's so much emphasis on this purpose that I need to have. So I took a step back, because originally my talk was going to be about how everyone should have a purpose, how everyone should go on to life having something to be passionate about. And this scared me. Because although I liked playing the guitar, and I liked playing the mandolin, and I liked all of these instruments, it just wasn't me. I wasn't enjoying myself feeling the pressures of writing blog posts and having to be some sort of great musician that can record an album and give it to everyone and just say, I'm the music guy. But I didn't. So I'm going to show 2 quotes right now. The first one is by Albert Einstein. Everyone is a genius. But if you judge a fish by the ability to climb a tree, it'll spend its whole life believing it's stupid. Now, this was not my first project. What I was originally going to do was create a band with my friend Shannon and record an album. But halfway through the year, she decided to drop out because she was nervous about it. And of course, I did not achieve my goal. But when I pitched this to so many people, I'm going to learn 6 instruments, I'm going to be a great musician, I'm going to be amazing, everyone scoffed at me, laughed, and said, you're going to fail at this. Like, this is crazy, you're not going to do it. And they were right. But why should they be? I walk around my school all the time, and people tell me crazy things they want to do. Like, listen to what we've heard today, I want to climb Kilimanjaro. That's insane! I could never climb Mount Kilimanjaro. And she's on a plane right now going. How insane is that? So the first lesson I want to teach all of you is that no matter what anyone tells you. If it's your family members, if it's your teachers, if it's the president. You can do whatever you want. And that leads into my second quote. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experiences. That's a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. Now, this is a picture of my backyard. My favorite part of my project was playing the guitar and sitting on the roof. I didn't do much. I'm not gonna lie. That was my project. I played the guitar on the roof. Nobody even heard me play. Actually, the funny thing is, the most recent time someone heard me play was last Friday. That was what I had to show. And they were like, hey, I thought you sucked at the guitar. And I was like, nah. No, I'm all right. But the whole idea of it all, just, you can't do this, you can't do that, that's crazy. If I told myself I wanted to be a ballet dancer and wear a tutu and run around this audience right now giving people high fives, who here would support me? Well, a couple of you would. We'll talk details later. But no, we tell ourselves, these are the kind of people we need. We need leaders, we need engineers, we need doctors. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be some big, famous, awesome guy who helps so many people, although I do like helping people. But I am okay with being under the radar and just being who I am. I don't have to be this picture that society wants me to be. I am happy just being Gabe. So my question now is, what is next for me? And this is the title of my speech. Music might be me. And of course, thank you.